Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Let me tell you something, man. If I am here tomorrow, I will be going live for this fight card with Tiger Johnson, Bruce Carrington, and Abdullah Mason. And the Mason brothers are fighting too. I got to tune in. But matter of fact, let's do this, right? Let's get rid of me because it's really about this young man right here. 22 years old, the youngest champion right now in boxing and doing the business. But is he the future of boxing? You know what I'm saying? And when you're a young champion like that, you get into a fight where everything changes, the conversation. Now, his last fight, man, was very good, very competitive. I really enjoyed watching it. You know, he showed us all really what he was about. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of people who weren't sure if he's going to rise to the occasion and get the job done. But he didn't just rise to the occasion and get the job done, man. He passed the test with flying colors. And he's also made weight. So he is ready to rock and roll here for his fight tomorrow. And although he's still young, man, you can see that he's let me mute this for you. He is growing into his body and he's looking good. Now, this is him right here. Let me fix this for you. You know, I'm always doing all these videos and all this craziness. Let's make that adjustment for you. Y'all need to see this guy, man. He is in shape. You know what I'm saying? Look at this dude. Abdullah Mason is in shape. He is in shape at 135. He ain't playing around. 22 years old. But I'll also say this. They had to have that towel out for that weigh-in. I mean, he probably, struggles a little bit to make that weight. But this is the thing. Can he stay champion? And that's where he finds himself. I have been hearing people saying, he's fighting this guy Bell. Bell is no joke. Mason was supposed to face Joe Cordina. Joe Cordina withdrew from the fight. Now he's going up against Bell. Unbeaten record. Reputation for being a difficult stylistic matchup for anybody, even though it's short notice. Significantly taller. But, most fans have Mason as the favorite, but there are some saying this fight is dangerous and Mason's going to lose. They say this guy here provides so many different layers of complexity that Mason's last opponent didn't provide. And it's something that Mason isn't going to be able to prepare for because he was getting ready for Joe Cordina. So this is the opportunity for a lifetime for Bell, who's relatively unknown. Cordina and Bell are different fighters. When you change opponents late in camp, that forces all kind of shit. Headache, stress, you got to make adjustments, tweak your strategy, your sparring partners could change, timing. So it creates uncertainty. And that's one of the reasons a lot of analysts see Bell as more awkward than the original matchup. But I'm going to tell you this. Abdullah Mason is no joke. And that's why everybody's so hype on him. They've been hype on him for a long time, knocking everybody out. But that last fight really showed that he has something special about him. But he's become one of the sport's most exciting young champions. He got the speed, he's got the power, he's got the IQ, confidence, he's calm under pressure, he can hurt you, and he'll finish you. You saw what he did against Sam Noakes, elevated his reputation and reinforced the belief that he belongs among the elite young fighters in the sport, and he does belong there. But again, come down Albert Bell. This guy is no joke. He just brings a different challenge. Now, remember, he's not known for the one-hitter quitter. But he's got intelligence, he's got height, reach, he's got patience, he's defensively strong, and expect him to stay long and frustrate Mason and probably walk him into some shots. But his rhythm is awkward, you know what I mean? It can frustrate anybody, especially if you're an aggressive opponent trying to get your shit off. You got this awkward guy off rhythm that's not giving you the looks you want. Now you're in trouble. But one thing Bell can't do is try to go punch for punch with Mason. If he does that, well, he's going to probably be, chest to canvas, ass in the air like at a Diddy party. So he got to slow that pace down, disrupt Mason's rhythm. And again, like I said, trying to force Mason to make a mistake. We know Mason is offensively minded. He come in there trying to get busy. So for Mason, he just can't make those mistakes. Just cut the ring off Invest in that body, that long torso. Go to the body early. Stays patient, and Bell will probably survive the opening rounds. Don't try to load up on every shot. And Bell just, fight long. Use angles. Keep making Mason reset. Put that jab in his face. Some for speed, some to blind him. Bring the right hand behind it. Do whatever you got to do. Make this shit a tactical chess match. But don't try exchanging power with power. That's where you have a problem. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you what I'm curious to see is, we know how Mason handles pressure. He did it with Noakes. How's he going to handle patience? Is he going to stay technically disciplined, or is he going to unravel? Because power solves a lot of problems, but when you have elite level championship boxing, power isn't the problem solver. Sometimes being very strategic and tactical and sticking to the game plan. So if Bell can make Mason think instead of react, all of a sudden, now the fight's taking place where Bell wants it to be, where he's comfortable, and you just don't know what can happen. So the bottom line is, Bell has the tools to create difficult moments early, but it only makes sense for people to still side with Abdullah Mason to get the victory. You know what I'm saying? He's got the belt, and he's the one who wants to stay in control. You know what I'm saying? And what makes it interesting is you're going to have the co-main on there, Bruce Carrington, making his first title defense against Mexican fighter Rene Palacios. And look, the guy Palacios is a hard-hitting southpaw, man, so Carrington has to be careful. And he elbowed him during the weigh-in, so he ain't afraid of him. So we got to see how that plays off. Then Tiger Johnson, who's an Olympian, his real name is Delonte, nickname is Tiger. He made weight for 147, man. And he's fighting the unbeaten fighter, Christopher Guerrero, who's 146 pounds. So this fight card is going to be on point. It's going to be stacked. And all I say, put some respect on all these guys' names, but we're going to see if Mason is really the real deal. We know he can fight, but is he going to be around for quite some time dominating? Is he the next Mayweather? Is he the next De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker, Trinidad, Mosley? Is he the next Crawford? Is he on the verge of something like what Devin Haney's doing, Shakur Stevenson, all these other guys in it? Is he of that cloth? We don't know yet. Still early. But this fight could get him one step closer to being part of those discussions. Because right now he seems to be up and away. So good luck to all these guys tomorrow. If I ain't too busy, I'll be tuned in and going live. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.